Bonjour, guten Morgen, good morning. Welcome back to Au Pair Unfiltered, the podcast where we give the unfiltered stories of au pair life, what we have gone through, what our friends are going through, and what others have gone through. I am your host, Sylvia. Let's dig in. Today's episode, we are giving it the title Locked In When an Au Pair Loses Her Freedom. Today's episode, I got it. An au pair posted it, and I felt like sharing it with you. For this one, I was not sent it to directly. Like the previous stories have been shared to me directly, and I've been making and giving them out on a voice record. But this is the first time I'm giving out this story, recording myself as video, and reading the story through with you. So let's start. I arrived like so many au pairs with hope, the suitcase full of clothes, and a heart full of expectations. I imagined learning a new culture, building a bond with the family, caring for the child while building my future. At first, everything felt and seemed so fine. The child was kind, the house was calm, the routine felt manageable. There were no obvious red flags. Until one day, something small happened. Something easy to miss. Like, easy to miss, like she didn't take it as a big deal. Every time the host mother left the house, she locked the door from the outside. At first, the au pair tried to reasonize like with it. Maybe it's for safety. Maybe it's just an habit that she had. But still, it didn't feel right because I am in the house. So why should you lock the door? You know? Maybe it's for safety. Maybe it's just a habit she thought for herself. But then she realized something unsettling. The lock wasn't for protection. It was to make sure she couldn't leave. I know, right? Like, if what if something happens? Fire, apparently. Feeling trapped. When the door was locked, she couldn't step outside. She couldn't take the child for a walk, maybe get fresh air for herself, go to the walk. Even on warm, beautiful days, she stayed inside, watching the world pass through by the window. Time started feeling strange, long, heavy, and raining. The walls felt closer every day, like because it's like a jail, you can't move. So the walls are just becoming closer and they're like cringing you and closing you in one place. But the fright but what frightened her most wasn't herself. It was the child. Mhm. What if the child got hurt and there's an emergency and I'm supposed to take her to hospital or something? What if there was an emergency? What if there was fire? As I had thought. No key, no escape, no way out. Just trust placed in someone who had already taken away her freedom. That is the host. As the days passed, another truth surfaced. She wasn't protected. No health insurance, no documentation in her possession, no proof that anyone would help her if something went wrong. Actually, let's take a pause there. It has come to my know-how or knowledge that when most au pairs land, including myself actually when I was au pair, when I came, the host family I had did not declare me per se, and I had no insurance under me that was covering me. Leave alone the insurance we take to our country when you're applying for visas, because that one is compulsory. That when you're applying for a visa, you should have health insurance covering you, your travel, you cover your traveling and all that. But we usually take an insurance that only covers maybe the first few weeks or maybe a week or maybe even days for arrival, knowing so well that the hosts are going to cover us, as is it compulsory that they cover the au pairs. So it happens that so many au pairs are not covered, so many au pairs are not declared. Mostly it happens in the first years of au pair. Okay, in France, most au pairs are given the chance to do 2 years. The first and the second year of an au pair, only 2 years. So the first year is usually a bargain. Like most of the things are not done to you. It's just you trying your luck, finding a good host, and all that. So in this story, this girl also was not declared and was not having an insurance under her health. By insurance, I mean even the insurance malady were not covering her, because if you come to France, you have to apply for carte vitale, and carte vitale is the card that helps you or allows you to access health, like health services. So that her without her being declared, or without her being being like without her having applied this capital, it means she's not covered with any health. So this is where we are. She's not covered or she's not declared. Being declared means like the USAF knows that you are living under this family's house and they're taking care of you. You see. So here we are. No health insurance, no documents in possession, or no proof that anyone will help her if anything went wrong. If she got Lord, my villagers are haunting me. If she got sick, she was alone. If she got injured, she was alone. She asked politely, she reminded them, she waited. She waited and waited. And this happens. Like you ask, but they tend to behave like you never asked, or it's not important, or like they didn't hear you. Nothing changed. And slowly she began to understand neglect doesn't always scream. Sometimes it whispers until you're already stuck inside it. This happens actually to many because you find yourself that your first visa is expiring. You're supposed to renew your visa. And renewing your visa so that you can have the carte séjour. This is about now the France policy. Renewing your visa so you can have the carte séjour, you're supposed to have the carte vitale, and you're supposed to be declared. Being declared means the host has notified the government that she is hosting you and she is paying all your taxes, including your pocket money. But here we are, this girl is not declared and she's not being protected by any health thing. Then came the moment that shattered everything. No warning, no conversation, no compensation. Just a sentence. You need to leave. I just don't understand, like, why when you approach these host families with something, their response is always to chase you out. Their response is always to do away with you. Their response is always to replace you. This is a big concern, not only to me or to only this girl, but to many bears. Whenever you ask or inquire about anything concerning you, they tend not to appreciate it and turn you to be the bad person, turn you to be the villain, you see. So they want to do away with you. And now they want to do away with you because you asked for your rights. You questioned, like, you questioned their wrongdoings. I don't like know, because it's not only me who experienced it. I also experienced it at some point, and others are also experiencing it right now, and this girl is experiencing it at the moment. So I don't get the reason why they find it so hard to just do the right thing to you and just let you have a simple life. You see, it's a cultural exchange. You're supposed to be exchanging your culture in a way that you don't regret your decisions to coming here. You don't regret your decisions of trusting the process and trusting this program is going to lead you to your dreams, to your career, to whatever that is supposed to lead you to. So here she is. She has asked. She has been asking questions. Of course, she had inquired to why the door was being locked, but there was no reasonable answer given to it. And now she has been asking about her declaration, her documentation, and all this. And now, because she has been doing it too long, and she's not doing it because she's being um so pushy or something. She's asking this because time is moving and my visa is expiring. If I don't have these things, I'm going to be declared uh, a person who is here illegally. So I need to ask so that I can have this thing documented and I be living here legally. So by doing this, now she's being told to leave. She's being told to leave. She don't even have any plan to it. And the worst thing now, she's not living in a city. She's living in those areas where finding a fellow au pair or finding a fellow, let's say, a person like you can relate with is not easy. So here she is stranded. So let's continue with the story. Asking herself many questions that, of course, au pair should not be asking herself because you have a contract and you have a family that you're living with. So asking yourself, where am I supposed to go? Where am I going to sleep? What happens if my visa expires? What what if I become undocumented? Like what what is the worst that is going to happen to me? Will I be erased from the system? Will I become invisible to the government? You know, all those questions are coming now to you in the you are being worried. You're asking if I made the wrong decision to come and learn about the French culture. So she felt like the system that promised her protection are now silent when she needed it most. The system is now the host because, of course, they're the people who are taking care of her. For her, this was not a cultural exchange. This was something that was meant to destroy her self esteem, to destroy her ability to believe that she can do anything, her ability to make her own decision, because this decision was her own. Leaving her home country, come here was a decision to take a change, to try something new. So now she's left the decision. Actually, with this story, like she's currently in the situation. So we can't say that she left or she did not left. She's currently in this situation. So this is a part now where I want to talk to you and others, and also myself, of course, that in this situation comes so many thoughts, comes so many regrets, comes so many challenges that you don't know how to handle or reason about with. This is not a cultural difference thing that you say locking somebody inside the house because they are your au pair or they're your nanny or there are some people from another country. It's not a cultural exchange. This one is, I don't know. This I can just say it's a control. You're controlling somebody because you want them to be under you. You want them to consistently be on to be on you, like just to exist with within you, like within your means, like they cannot do anything freely without you being involved. So this is just a control, and the control always hides behind smile, politeness, silence, good behavior, like just people pretending to be good but they're not. can say it's a narcissistic behavior kind of thing. It's not good. So I want to talk to you as my listener and everybody else that feels this is resonating to them. Like when you decided to open up to the house and then they decided to leave and all this. I was once there, so I know how it felt and I know how it is devastating and just wish to take the next plane back to, of course, your mom. So if you're listening to this and your body feels tense, if something in your chest feels familiar, trust that feeling. You deserve freedom, you deserve safety, you deserve dignity. You deserve them. Document everything. Save those messages, have those evidence. Okay? You're in this position right now, save those messages, have those evidence because you never know something can happen and you will need them. Okay? Document everything. Okay, and now you can talk to somebody, talk to anybody, ask for help. Just in those groups you are into, or maybe associations or anything, just ask for help. You never know, somebody who's supposed to help you is just next to you. Okay, don't feel ashamed because trust you me, everybody is going through something, and you might find the same person, a person that is going through the same thing you're going through. So speak out. People are going to help you. Okay, it feels so hard, but it's going to. Trust you me, don't ever feel guilty of talking. These people are going to replace you immediately. If you ever feel guilty at, oh, what if I leave them, how they will survive. The same way they're chasing you without a notice, the same way they are going to survive. Okay? They don't care about you, they don't care about how you're going to survive. Do the same, reciprocate the energy. Okay? Don't give them the notice. If so be, if they're treating you bad, leave. Because even you, when the moment they're chasing you, they already have their plan. They're going to post again in their on those apps and say they need an au pair. And being that au pairs are there every day, every morning, every night, every evening, they are going to find an au pair who's going to replace you immediately. So take chances, take your time, talk to people, ask for advices, and leave. Don't ever diminish yourself to protect another person's peace. It's always your peace first. And being in a country that you don't know anybody or you know a little to 5, 10 people, always put your peace first. Don't don't try to be good to save another person's peace. Save yours first. And just so you know, silence protects the wrong people. The moment you're silent, these people that are hurting us in this program are the ones who are benefiting. Us as au pairs who are going through these things, we're not benefiting. So speak out, express yourself, ask for help. Okay? Yeah. And don't feel like it's a burden. You did not do the wrong thing to do this program. Okay? There's a host family who's ready to take you, treat you well, and take you through the cultural exchange in a better way. Okay? Just feel free to ask for help. Also, you can also get in touch with me if you feel like maybe you have some questions or anything uh, through email aupaireunfiltered@gmail.com. It's a safe space. You can share your stories also that can share with others because we can be like aware of all these things that are happening under the au pair community. Okay. Thank you so much for listening. I'm glad that we are exchanging this and we are sharing our stories out there. We need to be listened to, we need to be understood, and also we need to let others also know that even if they're entering this program, it's just not a joyride, but there are some challenges across it, and it is not okay to suffer. Suffering has no medal. So don't accept to suffer, don't accept to face these things alone. Thank you so much. And don't forget to subscribe, to share, and follow. Bye bye. Thank you so much. Don't forget to tap that link. Au revoir. Au revoir. Goodbye. Tschüss. Ciao. Tschüss. Yeah, German is tschüss.